Hello again, and let's start with segment 2. At the end of segment 1, we were not able to check the answers yet from the reading. So let's start by going back to page 103. 103 looks like this after you read in Unit 8. And I hope that you had a chance to take a look at these questions and make your own answers, your own guesses. Let's go through these answers now. Okay, so part A, scan. What happened on Monday, 9:15? Anybody have a guess? Okay, if we go back to the reading, should be probably, let's look at the beginning of this, Monday, 9:15. Okay. Now, this was at the bottom, actually. It's going in reverse order on this blog. So, hello, fellow job searchers. I've been looking for a job for several weeks. Everyone tells me it's critical to network. Okay, here are 2 vocab words that we wanted to search for. So I've been telling who? Everyone I know. I've been calling friends, relatives, and teachers to tell them about my job search. If you have any job searching tips, please share them with me. So what happened on this day? The only answer is D. She's been telling everyone she knows about her job search. And we could see the answer there. Okay, and on Tuesday, September 16th, what happened here? Okay, now if we look very quickly, let's go back to the 16th. Okay, today I went to a job fair at my college. I filled out several applications and handed out some resumes. There were 20 different companies there. Okay, so what happened on that day? E, she went to a job fair. All right, on Wednesday, 9:24. And what happened on this day? We're finding it in the middle here. She's been depressed about her job. Counselor said shouldn't give up. He said, I need to be patient. Here's another vocab word we needed to find in the third paragraph. So today I organized my papers. I made lists of places I have applied to and the people I have talked to. So what happened on 9/24? C, she organized her papers. Okay, Thursday, 9:25. Thursday, 9:25. Okay, we see it up here. Great news! One of the companies finally called me back from the job fair. I've been preparing for the job interview all day. I'm going to have a practice interview with classmates. They will prepare me for the real one. So, what happened on 9/25? A, she had a practice interview with her classmates. On the last one, Monday, 9/29, we only have one possible answer left. B, she had a job interview. So, have you ever had a job interview in the USA? Of course, you have in your home countries. What advice would you give to her to do well, to find a job? It's not an easy process. Okay, let's go to the next part, B, and check your understanding. So the first question, what is the main purpose of the blog? What do you think? Okay, there could be a few possible answers, but we would say, I think, to share her process, her progress, to find a job with other people who might be going through the same situation. And I think she, of course, wants to share good results with her followers. So, who did she network with? Which paragraph did we find some information about that? Where do we see the word network? Okay. Now, I circled all the vocab words we needed to look for. Network is in the last paragraph on 9:15. Okay. And who did she network with? Everyone she knows, relatives, friends, and teachers. There's our answer, I think. And number 3, how did she get a job interview? How? Do you recall information from her blog? Okay, so she went to a job fair, right? And she passed out a lot of resumes to different companies. So several of them said they were going to call her back. So she was networking and she passed out a lot of resumes and she went to a job fair. So number 4, according to the blog, what is a good way for Eden to prepare for the job interview? Okay, what other information do you remember? She wanted to do practice interviews with her classmates. What else? How did she practice? I think that's the main one. She did practice with her classmates, practice interviews. Number 5, in the Wednesday 9:24 entry, which word means discouraged? So let's go back to Wednesday 9:24. Okay, now we want to look for synonyms. Discouraged has an ED. Are there any other words with ED? That's one clue we could look for. The very first line, I've been feeling depressed. All right, I think that's it. The very first line, we have a synonym for discouraged, and the meaning is depressed. All right, so let's go to the next final question. Based on the most recent blog post, what can you assume about Eden's job interview? And the most recent one, okay, would be the very top. I had my interview today. I gave the interviewer a big smile and a firm handshake. I answered her questions with confidence. Confidence meaning boldness. She was not shy or nervous. So what do you think? Was it a good result? I think probably yes. Sometimes, though, you might feel confident and it's a different result than expected. However, based on what she said, we can expect probably a good result. So, now about the reading tips. Pause and reflect. What do you think? What did you understand in this reading? What's your opinion? Do you appreciate her blog? Do you appreciate the process that she is doing and she is writing about her job search? Do you think it's a good idea to do that? Maybe we can learn from her experience. Maybe her experience can help us in a similar situation. Okay, so if you would like, you can pause and maybe discuss the questions at the bottom of page 103. You see, talk with a partner. So maybe you are not looking for a job right now, but maybe you know someone who is looking. Maybe someone has lost their job during the coronavirus. So how can you help or encourage? So one more thing before we finish this reading practice. We saw in part 2 some new vocabulary words here. So I pointed out to you as we went over the answers where these words are in the text. So critical, we have the answer. It is an adjective. And the definition, very important or essential. So what about network? Network, or American style network. Network. In this example, let's find out if it is a noun or a verb. Okay, I see it in the last paragraph here. Everyone tells me that it's critical. It is critical to network. To plus a verb is an infinitive. Can we assume that this is a verb in this situation? Yes. However, network can also be a noun. Do you have a good network of family and friends to communicate with during this time? So network could also be a group of people in your life. However, what is the verb? What is the action definition? What do you think? To network. So we have a guess. It probably relates to talking with people, making connections. So basic answer is to talk with people about jobs. So you might remember when we learned some work-related idioms, we talked about this meaning, networking and finding connections. All right. What about number 3? Fair. Fair. So maybe we can go to the paragraph where we see the word fair. Where did we circle it? Aha. Tuesday, 9/16. I went to a job fair. I have a clue. A is an article, job, adjective in this case, and fair. So together it makes a compound noun, which we spoke about last week. So a job fair. We know that this is a noun. And then what's the definition? I know that some of you like to go to fairs, maybe different kinds of fairs, such as food or cars. But in this case, it is for jobs. So, a place to network and learn about jobs or companies. Okay? What about number 4, patient? And I think you know that this can be a noun, or in this case, where do we find the word patient is in the 3rd paragraph. He said, I need to be patient. I need to be patient. Be patient. This is an adjective, right? An adjective. It could also be a noun. Sadly, there are many patients in the hospitals right now in Georgia. Patients with an S. Okay, now, patience, the noun form is Patience. That is the noun form of this adjective here, okay? Different spelling. Okay, now, number 5, firm. firm. Did you notice where this word was? First paragraph at the top, Monday 9/29. I answered her questions with confidence. I gave the interviewer a big smile and a firm handshake. This is important in the USA. When you meet someone, give a firm handshake. Not now, unfortunately, but in the future for business or work or networking, give a firm handshake. So it is an adjective, and the meaning is strong. Strong. Number 6, the last word, confidence. CE. We know the ending indicates a noun. So what is the definition? Confidence. If you feel confident, I can do it. So it's a feeling that you are good at something. You have ability, confidence. Okay, I hope that you could catch all of the answers on page 103. Do you have any questions? Send me an email or text. Email and text right here. So finally, regarding this reading practice, would you like more practice? In the workbook, on page 96 and 97, there is another similar reading exercise. So you could pause right now and you could do some more practice on your own. Okay, now we have finished lesson D about reading. So very quickly, let's move on to the next page for lesson E, writing. And what we can do first is a little bit of reading practice to notice an example. So in Unit 8, we have been talking about work. Work-related vocabulary and idioms. We have been talking about present perfect continuous tense and phrasal verbs, separable and non-separable. So let's see this example on page 104. And you will notice it looks like an email of some sort. I see the to with an email address and subject here, and then Dear Ms. Hill. Let me point out to you, Ms. Do you notice it is not MRS? Mrs. means a woman who is married. MISS is a woman who is not married. And the implication is a younger woman. MISS. MS is a common formal address if you do not know if the woman is married or single. So this is a polite greeting. Dear Ms. Hill. Okay, follow along with me and listen to my pronunciation. I would like to thank you for the job interview I had with you on Monday, September 29th. I appreciate the time you spent with me. Thank you for showing me around the store and introducing me to some of the employees. I felt very comfortable with them. Okay, next line. Thank you again for your time. I hope to hear from you soon. Sincerely, Eden Babayan. Babayan is an Armenian family name. Okay, so what do we have here? It's an email letter. Do you think it is formal or informal? Sounds a little bit more formal, don't you think? Now we notice that the writer is thanking Ms. Hill, I think more than once. Did you notice? In the very first sentence and the last sentence, she thanked Ms. Hill again. Okay, so let's pause here. The end of segment 2. Time flies, doesn't it? So we will come back and let's look more closely at this writing. I will give you your homework assignment for this week, and I hope that we can spend some time to do some review from Unit 8. See you again in a few moments.